Cad Bane was born on the planet Duro and quickly fell into a life of bounty hunting. As he became more skilled, his reputation grew. Though he partnered with many bounty hunters and worked for many employers as the years passed, his loyalty was dictated by credits. If the price was right, he would do any job. In addition, Cad never cared for taking innocent lives, ultimately doing anything to ensure his pay. Because of these factors and his incredible skill, Bane became one of the most fearsome individuals in the galaxy. After the death of Jango Fett, he became the most prominent figure in his line of work, meaning the Clone Wars was an opportunity for him to make a lot of money, collect a lot of bounties. Welcome to Lacancre Zan's Star Wars Lore Episode 106, The Rise of Cad Bane. Following the first battle of Felucia, Darth Sidious contacted the bounty hunter, tasking him with infiltrating the Jedi Temple in order to steal a Jedi Holocron. Knowing the enormity and difficulty of the task, Bane demanded an exceptional starfighter fitted with a working cloaking device and top-of-the-range weapons, not to mention triple of his regular pay. The deal was sealed when Sidious told him he'd provide entrance into the temple. Though he was already given Jedi Temple plans and a security chip, he needed the help from his longtime ally, Cato Parasite. She was a shapeshifter, meaning she could take the form of any being, voice included. Previously, Cad had killed the Jedi Order Innocence, so he had his partner adopt the persona to infiltrate the building. Once inside the Jedi archives, Innocence was able to tell Bane and his droid, Todo 360, where they could enter the temple through a weak spot. Unfortunately, Cato was discovered, meaning she could no longer assist Bane. To make matters worse, the remaining members were being tracked by two Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. However, Bane tasked his droid with causing a distraction. Todo entered the temple's communication center with a bomb placed inside it. The idea worked perfectly, with the explosion allowing Bane to infiltrate the Holocron vault, retrieve the Holocron, and escape whilst in a Jedi robe no less. Following the successful mission, Sidious tasked Bane with finding the Jedi Master, Bola Rapal, who could open the Holocron. The bounty hunter travelled to the planet Deveron and kidnapped Rapal. Unfortunately, before he could jump to hyperspace with the bound Jedi and the important Kyber memory crystal, the Resolute, under the command of Skywalker, destroyed his frigate's hyperdrive systems. Knowing he wasn't going anywhere anytime fast, Cad interrogated Rapal, hoping he'd open the Holocron. However, the Jedi Master refused to, causing the bounty hunter to grow impatient, eventually executing the prisoner. When he returned to the vessel's bridge, he noticed Skywalker, his Padawan Ahsoka Tano, and their clone forces were preparing to board. In reaction to this, Bane had his ship's navigation charts wiped, letting the frigate set for self-destruction. After being chased by the enemies and nearly losing possession of the Holocron, he fought Tano in hand-to-hand combat. Though the Togruta bet him, Bane managed to outsmart her, rendering her unconscious after a paralysing electric shock. As he killed Rapal, Cad needed another Jedi to open the Holocron, so he planned to use Ahsoka as a bargaining tool. The bounty hunter placed Tano in stun cuffs and awaited the arrival of her master. When he came calling, Bane threatened to throw the Padawan out the frigate's airlock unless he opened the Holocron. With no choice, Skywalker had to comply. Cad then inserted the crystal in it. Though Anakin tried to apprehend him after, Bane fled out the airlock. The bounty hunter later defeated two clones and donned the armour of one of them, using it as a disguise to escape. With the Holocron open, Sidious was able to use it to locate many Force-sensitive children. With plans to eventually eliminate the Jedi Order, the Sith Lord tasked Bane with helping create an army of dark side warriors. Though he did consider the kidnapping of innocent children to transport them to Mustafar rash, Cad ultimately didn't care, providing he was paid. The Jedi used the Force to detect children that were in danger. The first child to be kidnapped was Zin Toa, who Bane snatched without any Jedi intervention. Kenobi travelled to Rhodia, however, he was too late in stopping Cad from leaving with the young Wee Dun. After the successful snatch, the bounty hunter travelled to Naboo, hoping to kidnap the Gungan child, Ruru Page. Unfortunately, his plans became undone when he was confronted by Tano. Unlike their previous encounter, Ahsoka reigned victorious in a brief fight. He was captured and later questioned. Though Bane never revealed any information to begin with about the location of the abducted children, he had no choice but to cooperate when Skywalker, Kenobi and Mace Windu used the Force simultaneously on him. The effort actually nearly destroyed his mind. The Jedi may have ultimately been able to save the children from Mustafar, even attaining possession of the Holocron, but Bane once more escaped. Later in the Clone Wars, Bane was contacted by the gangster Jabba the Hutt, who tasked him with stealing floor plans for the Galactic Senate building in Coruscant. While Senator Padme Amidala's two droids were separated from her, the bounty hunter stole C-3PO and R2-D2. He took the plans from the latter's memory and wiped their recent memory so to hide his scheme. When he travelled to Tatooine handing Hutt the information, Jabba hired him for another mission. His new assignment was to free Ziro the Hutt from Republic imprisonment, as he knew critical information which would be damaging to the other Hutts in Republic hands. For Cad's next mission, he hired many other bounty hunters to help him in his tough task: Lewer, Aura Singh, Robanino, Shahana Lama and Helios 3D. The crew arrived at the Senate landing zone, confronted by Senate commandos. However, they were easily dealt with. After they gained access to the building, they made quick work of taking senators hostage, using them as a bargaining tool for the release of Ziro. Though Chancellor Palpatine refused to cooperate, Bane had the temple placed on lockdown. He was going to leave with the Hutt. Though the crew faced opposition from Skywalker, they ultimately succeeded in their task, manipulating Palpatine into releasing Ziro. Following Ziro's return to Nal Hutta, the Jedi Council devised a plan to recapture the Hutt and arrest Bane. However, Ziro had fled from the Grand Hutt Council, causing Bane to be tasked with retrieving him. Unfortunately, when the bounty hunter tracked down Ziro, he was dead. Noticing the Jedi, Kenobi and Quinlan Vos had landed on Teth, Bane hid. When the two found Ziro's corpse, Cad made his presence known. The Jedi believed he had killed the Hutt. It made sense, but Bane told them he wouldn't have done such a sloppy kill. He then stated they should go their separate ways. However, the Jedi were going to arrest Cad. A fight broke out, and at one point he even used Vos's lightsaber to duel Kenobi. He may have been outmatched, but Bane once more found a way to escape danger. However, the bounty hunter's luck would eventually end, as he was later captured and sent to the Republic Judiciary Central Detention Center. He escaped the prison when he agreed to help his cellmate in kidnapping the Chancellor. With the help of the youngster Boba Fett, who was paid to begin a riot, creating a diversion, the two escaped. In addition, the help of Rako Hardeen was vital as the three made their way to a ship, escaping the prison for good. Hardeen was actually Obi-Wan in disguise, trying to gain the trust of his new allies so to uncover the plot against Palpatine. The three travelled to Sereno, where they were welcomed by Count Dooku. He told them they could all make a lot of money if they participated in some friendly competition. They entered the barbaric contest alongside 10 other bounty hunters, all being some of the most skilled in the galaxy. The Count announced that only 5 would survive the tests. Any remaining would be executed. Of course Bane survived. You would expect nothing less from the galaxy's most notorious bounty hunter. His 2 companions also survived. The survivors not only were going to become very wealthy, they were entrusted in carrying out the kidnapping of Palpatine. Impressed by his performance, Dooku appointed Bane as the leader of the team. As such, Cad assigned each member with a pivotal role in securing the success of their mission. Though Obi-Wan was able to prepare the Jedi and Palpatine of the plan, the team managed to kidnap Palpatine through their brilliant strategies. However, Hardeen turned on Bane in an attempt to foil the plan once and for all. A fight broke out between the two, and he managed to overpower the bounty hunter. Later, Hardeen's true identity as Obi-Wan was revealed. Bane was angered by the betrayal and ruse, swearing revenge against the Jedi. Now it's time for this week's question. Is Cad Bane one of your favourite bounty hunters? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to vote for next week's episode by liking one of the 3 comments below, and for more Star Wars lore, keep it locked here. To the Kyrgyz. Finn, only for a second, paused and read something that was on the ship's airlock wall. A small metal plate read, "My Con." Finn never knew what it meant, so he speculated it was a con man ship.